Good morning, everyone. I'm Jalene Andrews, and this is The Law Down, where personal injury attorney Brooke Goff shares advice on important legal topics. Brooke, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so today we are talking about how you can understand your auto insurance policy. Why is it so important to thoroughly understand what you have coverage for?
I mean, because you're paying for it, right? And you don't necessarily, usually most people will not know what they have until they have to use it, right? So, you know, I've never seen a market like insurance where they've, number one, made people afraid to use it, even though they're paying for it, right? And number two, people are paying for stuff that they don't even know that they have. Like, it's just, it boggles my mind because some people are such like dollars and cents people, because I mean, Connecticut's an expensive state to live in. Absolutely. Insurance, they're like, okay, well, I don't know how much insurance, I just pay the bill every month. And I'm like, how are you so nonchalant about that? But we're talking about like a, 10-cent increase in gas, right? So it doesn't make sense. But auto insurance policies, what's most important, the coverages you need to know about are, in my opinion, three, right? Well, four really. Liability coverage, underinsured, uninsured motorist coverage, med pay coverage, and collision. So liability coverage is if you cause the accident, what can somebody come after you for, right? That's your coverage. And you want as much coverage with the insurance as you can, because if you don't have enough coverage, they'll come after your assets. My clients, we file PJRs. I mean, if the person that hit my client doesn't have enough coverage, but they own a house outright, I mean, we're trying, right? So you want to make sure that if you have, 50 grand in the bank, have $100,000 of equity in your house, you at least carry a $250,000 auto insurance policy. The uptick in the rate of the difference between 100 and 250 is not that much. I always, for me anyways, I always recommend conversion. It's a cheaper way to get additional coverage. So if you're in an accident and somebody has $25,000 of coverage, right? And you have 100, that means that you can get 25 from their coverage and up to 75 from yours. But if you have conversion, you can get 25 from their coverage and the full 100 from yours, so it converts. So just FYI, that's a cheap way for people that are looking to, count dollars and cents, that you can get more coverage in certain situations.
And there is a minimum for people here in the state of Connecticut.
Yep, 25,000, 50,000. I have people complain about it all the time. I'm like, listen, when I got out of law school, it was 20,000, 40,000. So I know it's only 5 grand and 10, but it's a big difference. Your underinsured, uninsured motorist coverage, that's how you protect yourself. So if somebody hits you and they're at fault, but they don't have any insurance or enough insurance, your insurance steps into their shoes and pays you. So I always tell people, look, that usually matches your liability coverage. So if you have $250,000, $500 for liability, that needs to be $250,000, $500. Med pay coverage is free medical money. It's very cheap. It's much cheaper than paying a deductible on insurance, which is dollar by dollar. Medical payment coverage, super easy, quick from the insurance, and it's literally, they don't give you a hard time. You submit the bill and they pay you back. And collision, obviously we all know what that is, right? So if your car gets totaled in the accident, it pays you out for the car. If somebody hits you without insurance and your car gets totaled, you're responsible for that. So if you have no collision and you're driving around a car without collision and somebody has no insurance and hits you, you're on the hook for the entire loss of the car. So
want to always be prepared for anything unexpected, right, Brooke?
You got
it. As always, thanks so much for being here. And remember, you can always learn more by visiting gofflawgroup.net. For Connecticut's Morning Buzz, I'm Jalene Andrews.